All right, I just got back from farm sitting for a week. I got some sour cream on my face. I was taking care of sheep, and I had 8 new baby lambs be born. And then I got back, and my book is here. This is the book format. You can't read it, I guess it's reversed, but I have the quote from the math professor Luigi BorzaKini in the back, but this is a normal book format, so it looks just like a normal book. So if people want I can't really see it, but yeah, you can see there. There you go. So if people want you can see them and sitting in full lotus as usual. So, I've never done that before. All right, so yeah, I had a real intense experience with the moms and helping them bond with their babies, and the babies have to survive the first couple days. And the first one I had was a runt. Actually there were 2 babies. One was a runt, but there were also 2 undeveloped fetuses. And I had been meditating when I first got there, as much as possible when I wasn't doing the farm chores. And I kept having this vision of David Lynch's movie, The Eraserhead, and the baby in Eraserhead. And the farm owners told me that, I'll probably get some lambs from this one lamb. They put it in a pen. The farmer, she put it in a pen. And I was like, yeah, it's really fat, and but I didn't think, I'm like, baby lambs, they shouldn't look like the baby in Eraserhead, But then I was meditating in the morning, and I had this strong message, the lamb is having her babies, like right now, but I'm just gonna finish meditating. And as soon as I finished meditating, I went right out there, and sure enough, there were 2 new baby lambs standing up. One of them was suckling, but then there were also 2 fetuses, and they looked just like the baby from Eraserhead, from the David Lynch movie. So if anybody's seen that movie, I'm gonna have to rewatch it because I saw it like 30 years ago. So, and that's what I was like, why am I thinking about this movie? But I didn't freak out when I saw the fetuses, because I had that vision already. And that mom was 4 weeks overdue. So you can see why she was overdue, because the average number of lambs per ewe, or which is the female sheep name is a ewe, is 1.5. So the fact that she was carrying 4 in her, even though the fetuses were the same size as the lambs, but they didn't have any fur, and they were obviously just like fetuses, that they weren't alive at all. And then later on, that was on Monday, and then on Thursday I had 4 new babies, and that was like way out of control. And because they weren't penned up, so normally these animals are free range in the field, but they the ewes got pregnant early, and so they had to put them in the shed and make a impromptu barn, like intensive animal little shed, with a farm fencing and all that. And anyway, the other baby lambs that are older, they're just like chasing each other around, and they're having the best time of their life and jumping on each other and practicing their kicks, and they're like playing tag, like you're it, and running away, and it was just like pure joy. And the runt, when the runt was born, it didn't even know how to suckle at first, so I was really concerned that whether it was going to survive or not, and I had to kind of help it. Like I even like held the teat at one point and tried to get it to suckle, and I just kept working at it. Like the other lamb would suckle, and so I would help. I would know that the milk had been primed, with that teat, and then the runt could suckle on that teat. And then finally on the third day, it like showed to me twice, that it could suckle on its own. So I felt really good about that. And so that was Wednesday. And then Thursday, I had the 4 new babies, and I had to figure out who the moms were. And it took me a while, but finally I figured out that 3 of them were from one sheep, and then a smaller one was from the other sheep. And you have to put these wool vests on the sheep to keep them warm. And the wool vests are just like old sweater, the arms of sweaters that they cut holes in them. And I took photos, so I'm going to use the photos for my next book project, which is my meditation journal. I'm also there. We also had puppies, 7 puppies, and from a sheepdog. And this sheepdog, I've been helping out at this farm for like 5 years, and the sheepdog always barks all the time. Not at the farmer, but at the guys, at the males. And she doesn't like males, because I guess she came from like an abused background or something. And but now I took a couple photos of her, and she's just looking at me with pure love. And the thing about the female mammals is they have the oxytocin neuroreceptors, and they have way more oxytocin neuroreceptors than the males do. So that's what enables the female mother mammals to bond with their babies for nursing and for giving birth. And that's really the basis of the biological basis of the love bonding for the female mammals. And that's what the males lack, those neuroreceptors to uptake the oxytocin. And this is it's just not understood because people don't really study biology, so they just don't understand that this is what makes the female mammals different. And I could just feel, the other thing is their voices change when they give birth. They get this really deep, low, guttural cry for their babies. And from the yoga qigong meditation, I know that that's their right side vagus nerve, because when you have the vagus nerve activated, like when you meditate a lot, like the throat, like the Tibetan monks, they have that really deep throat chanting or throat singing, like the Mongolian, the Tuvan singers. And so this is going to be the focus of my 100-day Qigong journal that I'm doing. I took lots of photos of the babies bonding with their moms, and also some of the less pretty pretty parts of giving birth for the moms, and it was pretty intense because I had eight lambs a week is what my joke is, because the Beatles song is 8 days a week. So it was like they were expecting maybe 2 lambs at most, I don't know. They thought that these other ewes just weren't gonna produce any more lambs, or at least, they weren't sure. And so the fact that they got 8 lambs, the last one was yesterday in the evening, and it just was, I've never seen a baby lamb so persistent to suckle. You have to bring the babies inside to heat them up. They had a heater in the garage, and once it got heated up again, it stopped shaking from the cold, and then it just cried out to suckle, and it's tried suckling like every sheep in that pen, like even the other lambs, and it finally found a mom that let it suckle, and it got 2 good milk meals, and I put an extra vest on it because the first vest was so loose because it was so skinny, and so it survived the night, even though it didn't have a heat lamp or anything, because there were some heat lamps in the other pens when they pen up the moms for the new babies to, survive the cold during the night. So it was, when I left the farm, the new baby from last night was sunning itself, having a sun bath and sleeping on the outer edge of the pen, at the opening of the shed, just like in total bliss. Like it looked like it was just smiling, and because all these lambs, it looks like they all have smiles on their face. I don't know if that's, but so I had a great time, even though it was a lot of hard work. It was just like from dawn to dusk is just animal action. I took care of the cattle and the sheepdogs and the chickens, and there was rabbits and the cats, and there's lots of birds like trumpeter swans and killdeer I heard this morning. It's a lot of different wildlife, and so anyway, I'm glad to see this book came in. This is the first book I have. It's just a compilation of my articles that are previously published articles from the past 20 years. So that it didn't get on Amazon or anything, I doubt it. I don't know, because they have to like make you get written permission for all your articles from the other websites and blah blah blah. But my next book, I'll just write it myself, so that's not going to be a copyright issue. So if people want to order this, I'll give the link for it again, and it's got the promotional quote on the back, and you can see the text size is it's easy to read format. It's not like real small size text. So it's so there's images. You can see this back chapter's got the images. So so it's just like a normal book. See, if you can see that, yeah. All right, so I'll just leave it at that. I'm glad I survived the farm, and keep in touch. Thanks.